Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how I set up my coding environment for any coding projects you decide you want to do. The first thing you want is a coding editor or an IDE, also known as a integrated development environment. Basically, it's a way to write, organize, and automate code. There's a bunch of IDEs to choose from, like Vim, super fast and faster use of additional add-ons. One issue is that it has a huge learning curve in actually using it. NeoVim, which is just an upgraded version of Vim. It tries to, it's just an easier version to use, but still has that huge learning curve. You can fix me in the comments below. There's Sublime Text, pretty solid, fast, clean UI, but doesn't have the best extension or plugins to use. There's now PyCharm has a bunch of support for a lot of programs, features, pretty robust, fast. Some issues are that most of the features is under a paywall and it's super slow on startup. There's now Visual Studios, probably best in class, pretty good editor, but one couple issues are that it's Windows only, and the download file, the install file is super huge. It's overkill unless you really have the workstation or I don't know, file space. I usually don't use it. It's just too much. Most people don't use it unless you have the storage capacity and CPU and GPU to actually run it. The one that I use and will probably use for most data science ML work is called VSCode, Visual Studio Code. Same company that Visual Studios use, but I don't know, it's better, more lightweight, and best for general purpose. Some downsides, it's not the fastest editor, and you might get bloated with all the extensions you might download, but the plus side, it has a huge community and extension library, and it integrates super well with Git. It does integrate with Linux and Mac, as you see here. I'll put the download files down below in the description. Then next is the version control that almost everyone use. It's Git. It's for anyone, any system can use it. Mac, Windows, Linux. Pretty straightforward. It allows code history and you can always go back to a previous save instance. Maybe want to branch off your code to test and then merge back. There's a lot you can do with it, and I'll go over the basics of it next week and introduce GitHub. Finally, the blasting, it's not really needed, but this is what I use to manage my coding packages and not have it mess up with my main environment. Might be overkill, but I use it a lot. But anyways, all you have to do is just put your email here. You don't really need to click this box and just hit submit, and it'll show up in your email. Click it and just download the file. Now that you downloaded all the files, you see them here. First thing, it's VSCode. I'll show you how to set it up. Here, accept the agreement. Next. Just hit next. You can create a desktop icon. Make sure you add it to your path and you register it. Just hit next. It shows you where you're going to put it, and then just hit install. It takes a second for it. I'll come back once it's finished. And it's finished. Just click that, and a screen like this should pop up showing it. It'll probably welcome you and tell you to install some stuff. Some things you might want to get is Pylance, Python, which I'm going to use mostly Python and Python debugger. I use, yeah. Next is Git. Just click on it. Just hit next. Same way. Shows you it's going to be in your program file. You can put it somewhere else. Really care. I have it, so I'm probably just going to say no. But there's that. Now, and then the last one, which is a bit more challenging, is Anaconda. You might need to restart your computer after you install it. Let's hit next. You have to agree to the terms. You can just me, or you can put it on all users. Select whatever file you do. One sec. Should work now for me. Hit next. You can create a shortcut by just do, and then just hit install. Usually doesn't take too long. Close out of this. I'll come back once it's finished. This is what it would look like once it's finished. It did take a minute actually. And then just go through and just hit finish. It will pop up this website once it's done. And then just go and find Anaconda. This part does take a second for it to load and initializes. It just takes a second, and I'll show you once it's finished. This is what it will look like once it's finished installing. As you see, there's a bunch of different tools here. You got Jupyter, you do have PyCharm, Jupyter again, and then there's our coding editor. If you go over here, you have your base, your root. This is your base file with all the packages right over here. All you need to do whenever you create a new environment, you don't have to go through and download Python. You just come down here, hit create. You can make an R environment or a Python one. I'm just gonna make basic Python package. It's gonna install 2.12. If you want to go to any other versions, maybe a new one or any of these previous ones, you can. It's gonna stick with 2.12.9. Hit create. This takes a second for it to actually make, and I'll come back once it's finished. Here it is. You have it. Make sure you select it. You can just click back and forth. You can make how many as you want. Go back. It's still loading. We can go and launch our code editor. This over here, back into Home tab. See here, let me make a new window real quick. Make a new file. Let's make a Python file. And to actually test if it works, I'm gonna say hello world. Classic, but it can't go wrong. Let's hit new terminal. And it's loading, and then just hit Bam, there you go. And to actually test if it's working, just hit Anaconda, activate, hold. You also do Conda. Dude, that's how you know it's there. To activate get, just type in get first. But I'll go do get next week. But here you go.